You know, conservatives have a problem with words. None of their words word. They they say that Joe Biden is corrupt. They say he is bought and paid for. That he's a fascist, a wannabe dictator, willing to force citizens to live a life only he finds acceptable. They say that at the same time that they are celebrating decisions made by the Supreme Court that completely dismantle that entire argument. They, and not just any Supreme Court, an actual corrupt Supreme Court, a bought and paid for Supreme Court that is willing to force people in this country to move backwards instead of forwards. They say the left wants to completely control our lives. At the same time, they praise a conservative supermajority Supreme Court for doing exactly that, but it's their way of life, so it's okay to them. It's a Supreme Court that was stacked to the deck with zealots by Trump, so they could truly impose their rules for thee, not for me mantra, and be revered by conservatives who say that all they want is freedom. And for some reason, the only way they can be free is if that others are held down. But Joe Biden is the one who wants to take freedom away. They keep mentioning the word freedom. I don't think that word means what they think it means. Like I said, as always, none of their words word. They want the government out of their life, but they celebrate when the Supreme Court allows state governments to put the government in all the uteruses, because we got to save them babies. We got to save them, but we don't give a damn if they're safe or fed or housed or healthy or educated. But they say they're pro-life, as long as that life doesn't exist yet. Joe Biden is a dictator, yet the Supreme Court keeps ruling on cases that proves most conservatives' heads are as empty as the milk and bread section of Dollar General when it's predicted to snow in Alabama. They rule that affirmative action can't be used in college admissions. They say it's bad. They say a system which was used to try and ensure diversity on campus actually means it's racist towards white people. What? Since it was started to help curb racism towards black people, that means it's racist towards white people. What? Always with the Missy Elliott mentality. Conservatives will put that thing down, flip it, and reverse it. And anything that is there to try and help with equity and equality is actually an attack on white people. And you can always count on them throwing in some Martin Luther King Jr. quote to show how non-racist they are as they work to dismantle equality initiatives and progress. And conservatives have a special talent of making up scenarios in their head so they can battle that boogeyman. Now we have those imaginary boogeymen winning fucking cases in the Supreme Court. A woman in Colorado who decided she might want to start designing wedding websites was so scared she might be asked to design a site for a gay couple. She took her fears all the way to the Supreme Court and motherfucking won. Even though she had never even started the business, even though she had never even been asked to design a website for a gay couple, she wasn't forced to do any of that. She wasn't forced by her home state of Colorado to go against her beliefs. It's all made up. It's all make believe. You can't rule on something that's hypothetical. Only when you feel your rights have been violated and you've been wronged can you pursue a court case. Not when you think you might be. Then, just to make sure you know that the party of the common man does not give a damn about the common man, the right celebrated and blew out candles and released balloons and held a parade and shot fireworks when SCOTUS ruled that people caught in the quicksand cycle of student loan debt deserved no relief, not even a bit. The people who've been paying for over a decade still owe more than they originally borrowed. They don't deserve any help. Just pay the money you owe. Coming from the people who support Trump and say he will save America, and how many times has he claimed bankruptcy? Wages are too low. I cannot afford to live. Well, get a better job. That would require more education and a degree. Then go to college. I can't afford to. Did you not hear what I said in the beginning? Well, just take out loans. Okay, well, see, now I can't afford to live because the interest on these loans are too damn high, and I've never missed a payment, but I owe more than what I originally borrowed, and I can't even afford necessities. My debt-to-income ratio hurts my credit score, and I can't even put these debts into bankruptcy. I can't even claim bankruptcy on them. Well, no one told you to go to college. What? But well, you shouldn't have gotten one of them worthless degrees like gender studies or lesbian dance theory. I didn't. I'm a teacher. So stay away from the kids, you groomer. Hey guys, I'm gonna need a $2 trillion tax cut when you get a chance. Say no more, fam. See, the right will bitch about helping Ukraine, saying we should help our people here, but then they will be against helping our people here. They say they're the party of the common man and then be against helping the common man. They'll say, my tax dollars should not pay for your degree, but they're quiet or even support their tax dollars going towards corporate bailouts. They are okay with PPP loans being completely forgiven, but they are not okay at all with just a fraction of someone's student debt being forgiven. And it usually boils down to one or two reasons why they are so against student debt relief. Either they didn't struggle, so they don't give a damn if others do struggle, or they did struggle, and it's not fair unless everybody struggles. Either way, you can always count on the right to claim that they're losing freedom as they cheer as others actually lose rights and freedom. They say we should help our citizens, then argue against helping our citizens. They will say Joe Biden is a dictator, as we watch in real time as SCOTUS rolls back decades of progress. They will claim they are patriots as they hold this country back. The only thing they prove over and over again is that none of their words word.